Alright folks, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do some modifications to this quiver here. I've been looking at some quivers, and the one that I really like is Mr. Donnie Wilkerson makes them over, I think the name of his website's Creek Walker. I really love the way he's got his quivers designed. But like any other custom made stuff, you pay for what you get. His stuff's not terrible, but it is kind of expensive. But me being the DIY minded person that I am going to see if I can come up with something similar. You can already see the original straps on these things wasn't worth a dang. I'm going to set the bow off to the side. I don't really need it. Well, actually I do. This is what's everything going to be designed off of. Alright, but after doing some pondering and some thinking, I can take these little pieces off right here and screw these on to some stuff. No, I seen screws on here, but anyways, I'll get it figured out. Even if I had to cut the stuff off, and I think the screws on the inside of that. But anyways, I'm going to take and use this hood and this little piece right here to design my own little quiver. I said it's not going to be, it's probably going to look crazy, but it's going to be what I need and what I want. But I want my quiver on this side. What I'm tired of is these things do not sit on here very good. And that's what the original straps on these, I end up breaking them because of me trying to pull it as tight as I can to keep them from sliding up and down the bow. But I'm going to take these off, take these little pieces right here off. And I went and I found me a little strip of aluminum. I'm going to end up painting it after I get it built, just so I can get rid of the shine. But this piece of aluminum, I should be able to bend it in the design that I want and get it set up how I want. But you know, and I love the way Donnie's got his design where, you know, it folds up like this and then folds back out to the height that you want. I got a 3-foot piece of strip here. I'm going to get mine about like this, figure out where I want the straps at. Get that figured out, bend it around, and then screw the hood on there and then get this thing painted. You got to try to get you got to stay in your riser here pretty much with your straps. You don't want to put your straps up past where all you would. See how this one's got the coloration. I want to keep my straps in the color of this riser here and not past the riser. Once you get out into the limbs, you start affecting your limbs. See, I want to get this piece done first. That way, then I can figure out how high I want my quiver to come off of the bow, and then how long I want it. Now, I know I'm not going to have like some beautiful bends. Mine's probably going to be more triangular shape than it will be, because I really ain't got nothing to put it over to make a curve. Let's see what I got. Now I went out there and found me a log. Now this almost looks like it's gonna work out perfect. Get down. Get down. Said I didn't really have to put such a bend in there. Guess I could. Cause my hands ain't all that big, so that actually looks pretty good right there. And I can put those straps right there. It's not 100% dry, but I'm not really too worried about it. I just did a tan color to somewhat match the bow there. I said there's a few spots on it where it was running that's still kind of wet. That's what I'm worried about. If you hear the sizzling in the background, I got some pork chops on the griddle back there. I had to give me something to eat. I'm getting pretty hungry. But I went inside and got all the bolts and nuts and everything I need to get this thing put together. Or the sockets and everything. This one here is actually an Allen head. And I'm probably just going to leave these bolts shiny for now. And I may go try to go to the store and find me some black ones eventually, but I think it'll be alright for now. Just make sure it's on there somewhat straight. Straight enough. Now we just need to put this bottom one on here and we'll be done with this thing. What is it, Daisy? My mouse cat. Or my mouse cat. Well, yeah. She keeps all the rats and the mice out of all my sheds and everything. She just come running in here. She smells these pork chops, I guess. She's about as bad as these dogs are. If it'll stay straight right there, we'll be good. What is it, Daisy? What? Ew. Alright. There we go, y'all. Luckily, the actual metal does not sit down on the bow. That's what these little straps right here is for, so we shouldn't have no issues with it getting paint on the bow or nothing like that. So where you at, cat? How? That's how we did it. We did one wrap and then pulled that through. It seems like it got shorter somehow. There we go. Where you at? Kitty, kitty. I don't know where she done run off to. She's in here meowing. I don't know. Unless I'm going crazy here. Which is a possibility. Where is my snippers? Alright. I did just go ahead and think about, you know, and I was thinking about bending these pieces over, but I'm just going to snip them off a little shorter. I said, if I start having any issues out of them, I said, I may end up having to do something different with the, man, I just got some paint on my bow. Oh well, just added some character to it. Let's get the foam back in here. I need to get this piece back in there too. But this right here, it's just a little piece of metal that it's real flimsy, and I taped it up. But I stick it on top of the foam there, and that way I can hang it when I get up the tree. I can hang it on my my little gear hanger without it, you know. And this right here just hooks into the little loops, makes it so. I'll show you once I get it back together here. I'll show you how it looks. See, it just puts a little tab. That way, let's say you got your little, wish I had something out here that really, but it's like a little, like a daisy chain thing, and it just sits on it and hangs off of it like that. But that'll work. Let's get all my arrows that I had in the quiver. I do need to do something with this bottom piece down here, because these little pieces right here, if you ain't careful, sometimes they try to come out. I need to get some epoxy and epoxy them on so they quit sliding out of the little channel there. Alright, what y'all think? I think it turned out pretty good. It's not. Now let me say this. I'm not trying to cut Mr. Wilkinson out of any. He makes by far better quality stuff than what I just put together here. Because everything he does is made out of wood, and he bends the wood and it stays right there, and it's going to be a lot stronger, and it more likely it's probably a lot lighter than this right here is too. But I really enjoy making everything and building everything for this bow. And hey, that's just one more piece. Get you another little close up to it. I said, and I just painted it tan. No noise, My quiver's on there nice and tight. My airs, I said I got tired of that other one. I was constantly having to grab them and pushing them tight to keep it all tight on there. Man, I can't wait to shoot this thing. I'll probably get out here tomorrow and shoot it a little bit. Well, that'll work, y'all. Hey, I said this is just one of the many things I do. I modify just about everything I got. I posted a video just the other day of me modifying my platform that I use to climb the tree with. But I said I really enjoy it, you know, and put a little bit of touch of my own. And I could say this quiver right here, I built it. Simple as that. Nobody else. This little hood and this little piece right here, this quiver originally, I got it from Three Rivers. It's their version of quiver, and I said theirs had these little pieces on there. I mean, y'all seen what I did, but it just over time them got to where they wouldn't hold tight, and the straps broke on them, and I had to rig some stuff up. And then I seen Mr. Carter's always talked about Donnie's quivers. I think there's a few other ones. Samco Tradbow, Jason over at Samco. He's got a couple of them, and he talks about them a lot. And I think James Woods has got some on his bow too. Like I said, I just wanted to make mine. I did use his design, you know, and he designed it. I love this quivers. I love the way it sets up, and I said, you know what? I believe I can build one. If this ends up being more of a pain in the butt, eventually I want to get one from him. But like I said, they kind of expensive. But like I said, you pay for what you get, you know, and he makes some quality stuff. Alright, well, that'll do it for this video, y'all. Hey, I appreciate y'all watching. Stay tuned. We'll catch you on the next video.